Hey everybody, TacBishop here again. I'm going to do a video today on driver managers or dispatchers, whatever you want to call them, how to get along with them. I've recently watched two videos about people not being able to get along or not understanding their driver manager or their dispatcher. There were new drivers. One was an experienced driver, but he was new to this particular company. He had just switched over, and he had to sit about 16 hours waiting for his second load. And the other driver was almost 2 days waiting for his load, but he was also new. And I think you have to give the dispatcher or the driver manager more than 1 day. Both of these drivers quit after that first load because they thought they were more, whatever they thought, I'm not sure what they thought, but they thought it was too slow. So they quit and went to other jobs, went back to their former jobs. And I'm sure it happens more and more, but you have to get used to your dispatcher and let him get used to you and the way you work. You have to realize that this is your first week, or maybe even your first 3 weeks working. He doesn't really know what your work ethic is like. And your work ethic, I think, should be exactly the same all the time. You should be on time all the time. If you're, I mean, you can be earlier, I guess, but if you're always late or you're always inconsistent, you know, one day you're 7 hours early, the next day you're 2 hours late, the next day you're on time. He doesn't really have any way of gauging what you're going to do. Now, if you're always early and he knows a particular shipper will unload you when you get there, or if he gets a pretty good idea when you're going to get unloaded, and he knows that once you get unloaded, you're not going to try to run to the truck stop or what have you, he'll eventually bump the loads up where when you get unloaded here, he'll have another load set up for you somewhere close by, hopefully. If you're inconsistent, I mean, he's not going to give you a load and then you're 2 hours late picking up that load because you want to run by the truck stop, or you had to do this, or you have to do that, or you need a break, or what have you. Just be consistent and show a pattern of work ethic with your dispatcher, your driver manager, and it'll eventually come together. And when he sees your timetables and what have you, that he'll keep you rolling, I think. And if he doesn't, you have to contact your company and tell them you need another dispatcher, supervisor, or driver manager. And then, if nothing happens, you may need to search employment somewhere else. But I'd give it a chance first. I wouldn't go in and demanding, you know, even if you're a 20-year driver, when you go into a company, you're the new guy, no matter how long you've been driving, and they have to get used to you. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to go. TacBishop, signing out.